What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civ 5 AI only world battle with the Health and Plagues mod. One turn went over the break and the world went crazy. Just before the last video ended, I didn't notice it, but Carthage just grabbed this Nigerian city and puppeted it. And now I click next turn once. India declared war on Mongolia, no idea why. They should be okay. Mongolia are a bit overstretched. And then the Sioux, well, they're in trouble because the Shoshone are attacking them from the Great Wall, and then right next to their capital, where they don't have any units at the moment, Texas are also moving in from the south, and the Chinook won't really do anything. They're sort of preoccupied with a big building Aztec force down here, which is looking kind of scary. Looks like the Aztecs now going to settle on this area, strip here. And, oh, no, the Aztecs went, nope, you know what, let's go for the Sioux as well, because why not? So we're going to see that as well. Looks like the Iroquois and USA have given up on fighting each other for now. It seems like New York will stay with the Iroquois, who look okay. The Huns v Mongolia. This region is just a mess, a complete mess, East Asia. Vietnam and Japan as well. I'm doing okay to stay out of it at the moment. I think that's probably best. And also China. So they lost 2 cities out here, but if they can keep Beijing, they should be alright for a while. India are about to settle down here, which gives them a good chance. And Washington has completed Colossus. So that's interesting. A good wonder. Argentina, I called it. Argentina settled exactly where I said they should. And they now have a line all the way from their northern city of La Plata down to Buenos Aires, and have split Brazil in half, which will make things interesting. The Incans actually have quite a big army up here, though, towards the north. The Mayans have been a bit quiet. Very quiet. And there we go, the Aztecs settling as expected. So, gonna be interesting. I think we could see Texas make some progress, definitely, here. At the end of the last video, I was saying their progress had slowed down. It's turn 100, but it's a bit early to look at the info addicts. You know, it can't tell us too much just yet. So, we are going to wait a few videos. We'll probably maybe look at it at turn 150, probably. Okay, there we go. So the Songhai versus Egypt. That's a big one. Heliopolis probably going to fall to the Songhai, who are doing okay for themselves so far. They've got quite a big army, staying out of all the other conflicts. Every other civ in Africa has been in a war. That's the first one for the Songhai. Both the Zulu and Rhodesia have become one of the 5 civs that only have one city in the game, joined with Germany, France, and the Khazar. They are the 5 who so far haven't... Well, they have, some of them have settled and lost, and you know, all that stuff. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what develops. Indonesia, I did have a peek at the info addict, and that's how I know they're not going to be too helpful. But Indonesia, #1 for population, so good job, Indonesia. I'm rooting for you after America, since I said them first. Also, for people who are rooting for the UK, Great Britain, whatever you prefer, I guess this mod is Britain, so we'll call them Great Britain. Although they lost their city in Europe to Rome, which probably isn't great for them, hopefully it'll probably be better if the AI just focuses on securing the British Isles for now, maybe Ireland, and maybe even Scandinavia, because no one's really up there yet. None of these Northern European civs have got boats, although Britain have probably been up here. I can't tell. Rome may find it as well. So yeah, they want to try to get Scandinavia. Spain, looking good. Obviously they took Orleans. They now very near to Rome, which is going to be interesting. Morocco staying fairly quiet. Probably the best thing for them to do. The Zulu piecing out with Rhodesia. And yeah, lots is going on. There's so many wars, I can't remember all of them now. So I'm just looking for when cities sort of drop. But I don't think there's any cities under siege at the moment. Maybe the Sioux, actually. Yeah, okay, so the Shoshone and the Sioux are battling it out for the Sioux capital. If the Shoshone could take the Sioux capital, that'd be a big push for the Shoshone. That'd be a big step of momentum for somewhere that didn't seem to be doing all too greatly. Yep, into the yellow, and Texas is having a slow start. Obviously, there's no infrastructure here. There is roads. The roads aren't helping the Shoshone. What am I on about? Germany have pieced out with Britain. America with the Chinook. America just doing fine. They're still alive. I mean, Philadelphia will probably be taken by Texas in a backstab move one day, I would expect. Korea trading back with Japan. So these guys seem to be trading with each other, so they must be friends. Arabia versus Russia. That is a random war. And finally, Arabia settled a third city. It's a bit random. Oh my goodness. Germany, Russia. Persia, Russia. No one's going to do anything. Rome, Russia. Even that doesn't matter. Mongolia, Russia doesn't matter. Yeah, none of this matters. Russia are pretty safe. Poland will probably take them out at some point in the future. Anyway, Morocco, Russia, Vietnam, everyone, they're just getting in while it's cool. It's not really cool anymore. Now it's mainstream to declare war on Russia. Pretty mainstream. China peaced out with Mongolia. Which is probably good for Mongolia, since the Huns may end up taking Guangzhou if they're not careful. Assyria, yeah, see all the cool civs that are now, you know, they're like, no, we've done this now. We're going to peace out with Russia. Assyria, look at Spain, really late to the party, and the Huns did that in one turn. That was impressive. But yeah, the Huns into Guangzhou for their third city. The Iroquois and Texas have peaced out. Spain versus Russia. Again, I've mentioned this. Oh, second disease outbreak. Jaundice. That doesn't sound nice. Greece. So Europe and Northern Africa have been hit by the diseases so far, and I guess the Middle East was impacted by the last one. But yeah, the second outbreak starting in Sparta. That's going to be bad for Greece. It's probably going to hit the Romans and the Polish as well. Probably get to Germany. And considering Poland's influence at the moment, it could spread quite far. Which is bearing in mind. I just want to say, if Australia get a disease, I'm going to feel really bad for them, because they're not trading with others. Actually, they might. Oh no, this cargo ship will be trading with their own cities. AI likes to do that. I was going to say, I don't think it will be trading with anyone else. Indonesia with a fourth settler. Go on, Indonesia. I'm rooting for you. There we go. Fourth Indian city. They held on to Mumbai? Yeah, they have. It's okay. India off to a good start. Gandhi. See, if he gets his nukes, he'll be alright. Without being on random personalities. Egypt versus Ethiopia. Bit of a backstab. Probably not the best time for Egypt to be declaring wars. With the Songhai at war with them as well. Yeah, that's probably a bad move, Egypt. Probably a bad move. But yeah, let's see. Where are Indonesia going? Probably this island. I mean, if they went up here, that would be incredible. Or like for Sri Lanka. That would be amazing. But that's probably not going to happen. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's just so much going on. The Shoshone have captured the Sioux's capital. So the Sioux probably in trouble. It looks like the city of Yankton is about to go. What was that? Oh no, the Sioux took it back. Okay, but the Shoshone should get it again, I feel. Chinook, please don't move your units away. You've got an important job to do of keeping out the Aztecs, who've got a massive military. Just chilling, not really doing anything. Try and get a grasp. Okay, yeah. So Indonesia are going for the big island, which is probably smart from them. They've made a good start for an island civ. They have. Attrition. Oh, okay. These are Japanese missionaries trying to spread Shinto to the. Oh my goodness! China gave Vietnam this city in a peace deal. I have no idea why. China was safe. Anyway, maybe Vietnam would have come up, I guess. But India versus Russia. India, you're very late to the party, Gandhi. Come on. It's a bit late now. Just a bit late. I cannot imagine this Persian city lasting very long. Or the Khazar. There is some easy pickings out here for Poland. Or, I mean, if the Huns can sort of get themselves together again. Problem is their capital is stuck really bad. And I feel really guilty. But, you know, that happens. I mean, if the Garamantes were in the game, they would have started here and they would have done fine. So, what are the Songhai doing? They're doing badly. But, yeah, Egypt are about to grab the city of Harar. So we've seen a good Egypt, which is nice, I guess. Not for everyone near them. Okay, so the Sioux lost their capital and recovered it again. But something they're probably not going to recover again is Yankton. It looks like it is going to fall to the large Texan army down here, who are slowly making their way up with more forts. They must have been scared, or they really have nothing else worth doing on these tiles if they need to build forts. But this is going to be interesting. If the Sioux, you never know, with this road it could be very easy once Texas have Yankton for them to be able to just go and grab the capital as well. So the Shoshone need to stop messing around. And yep, Yankton has fallen to Texas. Boom. Strong Texas, actually very much stretching from the south to the north now, and they're building another fort. They're just in the middle of their own land. Like, that's just going to come back to bite you one day. Probably when the Aztecs have, like, taken over the world. And you can't re-invade. So there we go. Indonesia with the city of Makassar. Their 4th city on these islands. Normally you end up with them just settling once. And that's about it. So I think my changes have done okay. Oh no, dropped a bottle lid. That was a good catch between my legs. I'm surprised Vietnam and India are not more... It's not closer to a war yet, although Vietnam seems more interested in up north. To be fair to them, there is a lot... Where did all these Hunnic units come from? They were not here a second ago. Maybe going for Mongolia. Okay. So... There's still some really empty regions of Africa as well, like out here. Big empty region, obviously the tundra of Canada. Still a big gap between Poland and Russia. North of the Himalayas here, the desert's pretty empty. Europe has still got some huge gaps in it. And also Britain. Britain almost taking Cumae. That would have been pretty impressive. And it looks like the disease hasn't spread. Greece... I don't think Greece have any trade routes. They've just avoided them altogether. I don't see any caravans or anything. So that... Oh no, there is one here. But it's between their own cities. So they're probably just going to spread the disease to themselves and nobody else, which would be quite funny. Okay, so the Mediterranean is starting to be populated by boats and some units, cargo ships, and Seville is the 4th Spanish city now, and the Shoshone once again taking Hunk Papa, and it looks like they'll keep it this time. So that's the end of the Sioux. Probably could end up actually being one of the first civs to die. Everyone is still alive that started the game. No one is completely dead. No cities just yet. There's a few cities with civs with 1 left. Quite a few civs with 2 cities left. China just joined that group as well of civs with 1 city left. And yeah, it looks like they are going to hold on this time. Also, the Sioux are now cut off pretty much from America. So America's options are the Iroquois, who took New York. So it's pretty tough spot for America. But you never know. If they're still good friends with Texas, maybe they'll get some support in that. The Mayans are not doing very much. I'm gonna be honest. they're not doing very much at all. And the Incans are doing okay. They've done okay. Obviously Chile are in a tough spot, but you never know. I've seen Chile take Buenos Aires before. Has happened, so don't count the Chileans out. Don't think we can count anyone out except yeah, okay, maybe the Sioux and Rhodesia and the Zulu can probably be counted out now. No matter how aggressive they are. Oh my goodness, look at this British scout. He is in Madagascar already. That is some impressive and good dedication. And the Congo is slowly rebuilding an army. They're in a good spot now, the Congo. Because there's still space to the north. They've still got this space to the southwest of Africa. They've got 2 easy pickings down here south of them. Ethiopia aren't too strong, and I mean they're actually shielded by the mountains. Egypt are probably the biggest worry to Congo right now, unless the Songhai can get their act together. Come on, Songhai, my favourite civ. You gotta let me up. Here we go. Regular Australia update. They're doing okay. Just settled Perth here on the north coast. So avoiding the desert, which is always wise, although it does mean you miss out on this wonder. China and oh my goodness, Korea. China and Korea have both made... I mean, China have made up for giving away the city of Nanjing to Vietnam by taking Busan. But I guess we got North Korea and South Korea, kind of. Not really. Yeah, China are in trouble. Korea in big trouble. Mongolia may end up... Oh my goodness, if the Huns take out Mongolia, that would be crazy. There's just... This area is just a mess. This whole sort of Russian... Central Asian region is just a complete and utter mess. It's unbelievable. Persia have pieced out with Mongolia. Nothing happened there. Persia could actually lose Susa, and if Russia take a city, then I admire them. But obviously Poland are in a strong spot. Germany still have a strong army. Looks like we could see Rome v Greece. Okay, so the plague has made it to Poland. And Egypt have been hit with the plague for the 2nd time, so they're going to be in trouble. Anyone who's rooting for Egypt, that's not good for you guys. Rome doing okay, I guess. They've got I don't know, they seem to be friendly with Spain, which probably isn't the worst idea. Any sign? I doubt anyone's anywhere near deep sea sailing yet, except me, up here with my nuclear sub. Yeah, but Brazil are out here, America out here trading. There's a very awkward cargo ship route from Philadelphia to the Iroquois. Very random. I would not be going with the Iroquois. I'd be going with someone who's probably not going to declare war on you. Probably the Mayans here, Tikal, or the Incans. Wow, Morocco. You little guys need to stick together, and you're just declaring war on the Khazar. Why not do something interesting? The Khazar are pretty safe unless Poland come take them out. Or the Huns, I guess. Oh, the Huns are probably just going to miss out on Beshbalik here. So Mongolia are probably just about going to cling on. This is all sort of playing into Vietnam's hands. All these shenanigans around here up in East Asia. India are probably going to have to do something to stop Vietnam. Or Japan could do it. If Japan could stay alive for long enough, they could do it. Assyria because, okay, this may end up with a city going to Assyria. I don't know. It would be tough. It would be tough. But it could do. Persia. Yeah, I think this is going to fall to Russia. Poland may actually be trying to sneak in as well. Pakal of the Maya has completed the Borobudur. Borobudur. That's just going to stick with that. Okay, so the USA are in trouble. Could we see a strong Iroquois then emerging on the east coast? Obviously Texas are eastern, but they're not on the east coast. Houston is in western Florida, but whatever. It looks like the Sioux may be safe. This city's pretty good defensively. It's one of the highest defenses in all of North America because it's near the mountains. But you know what? Texas could take this. I mean, the Shoshone don't have anyone here to steal it. That's what matters. The Chinook did settle this city. This sort of, not just north of California. Is it Washington? Is there another state? Is it Oregon? I'm not great, but I think that might be it. The outbreak's over, so Europe is safe. It was more Eastern Europe and, surprisingly, Northeastern Africa again. Greece and Nigeria have peaced out. Shoshone and the Sioux have peaced out. Okay, so that's the end of this for the Sioux anyway. In the north, Greece. Oh my goodness! So Greece are the first European with a city in Africa. Not intentionally, but they grabbed Abuja in a peace deal. That's probably not the best spot for them to have one. But Nigeria, that's your game ruined. Yeah, I don't know if Egypt really need this, but it's probably just going to end up bringing another Egypt-Carthaginian war. Oh, Russia did manage to grab Susa. Good job. Good job, Russia. You're still fighting hard, Catherine. After that tough start, you got absolutely. You just got bullied, really. I mean, there was just everyone was going after you. So, is there anything else? I'm just scanning over the mini-map, trying to see any new cities. Anything going on? Britain are growing their borders into Normandy. Brittany. The Sioux and Texas and the Chinook and the Sioux have peaced out, and yes. Oh my goodness, this city went to the Chinook. That's not good, because it's probably going to lead to a Chinook-Texan war, which is then going to let the Aztecs just sort of roll through both of them. Washington's in trouble, but the US have these catapults. If they can use them, actually, they're cut off though. It's going to be tough. I think Washington probably, going to fall to the Iroquois. So Texas would probably be better off now just joining in, taking out the US. America, getting the job done. The Huns of Mongolia peaced out, and that's it. Mongolia did manage to survive. Vietnam aren't going for Mumbai, are they? I don't know who they're going for, but it's not India. It's interesting developments. Greece have got a huge military. Credit to them for having this, and they're also finally probably going to settle city in Anatolia, Turkey, which is going to displace a lot of Assyrian units. Did Brazil? No, Brazil have always had this city. Just trying to keep my eyes out for any new cities, but it seems pretty quiet at the moment. There we go. So America lose their capital. Great. I'm really good at predicting who I think is going to win. But I mean, it's a 42-1 chance, and then different civs have different advantages, I guess. But yeah. I mean, if I want to win, I could have always, I can always influence the game off camera without my nuclear sub. Sanduke coming for the Iroquois off camera. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, Texas definitely nuked the Iroquois on turn 150. Iroquois v Shoshone, Texas v Shoshone. Ah, bad news for the Shoshone. But the Shoshone should be fine. I mean, if they can get a unit into this citadel, that'll be really good. And I mean, you know, if they lose the Sioux former capital, that wouldn't be great, but they should be okay. Wait, they're not at war with the Chinook, are they? No, it's Texas and the Iroquois. The Iroquois aren't going to be bothered. They're probably going to focus on Boston. Constantly trying to expand. We could see like sort of an Iroquois Canada, Eastern Canada, pushing all the way down here. Anyway. And no more cities in Africa. I'm just trying to see if anyone settles, but they seem to all be fine. The Congo are fighting Ethiopia, but I don't think anything will happen here. I think they're just pretty cool with each other. Surprised? I'm so surprised. India and Vietnam. I don't know what Vietnam are doing. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. Vietnam look really strong, but I'm surprised they're not going after India. Really am. There's also space out here for Japan if they wanted to keep growing, which they probably aren't quite ready yet. They maybe grabbed a city here. I don't know, Vietnam. No, I don't know. Maybe one of these northern islands. Also, Indonesia will, I'm sure, soon settle Papua New Guinea, which will be good for them. Obviously, Japan will probably be the first, one of the first to reach Hawaii, the Hawaiian island chain, and Brazil and Argentina versus the Inca. First South American war, and Brazil and Argentina decided, nope, we're not going to tear each other apart. Let's team up, because basically we've got a superpower in the eastern side of South America, where they've decided, nope, let's just team up. The Inca should be fine. I mean, they've got enough units. Brazil may actually lose Sao Paulo if they're not careful, and if the Argentina if Argentina aren't willing to defend them well enough and commit enough units to that. Argentina have got a lot of units down here, and if they don't really have a road built up though, so that's gonna be kind of tough. So this could be interesting, but yeah, I think it'll just be a stalemate. Songhai versus Nigeria. If the Songhai can take out Nigeria, they'll be the first casualty of the game, first civ to die, unless they can get this settler somewhere and settle. I wonder if the settler maybe got out, but then the city died. Nigeria would still come back to life. That would be impressive. Now, they can do that because complete kills is on. That's how I'm spectating. So, there is a possibility of it happening. I wonder if the Chinook... I guess if they were both here, they could probably see each other. I don't know. Maybe. So, I can't believe Korea gave the city away. They were perfectly safe, Korea, as well. Which is the worst thing. Is this city still in resistance? Oh, no, they haven't built the courthouse yet. I was going to say... But no, the resistance is the little fire symbol, not that symbol. Syria, Arabia, Persia. How are tensions looking? It doesn't look like anything. These guys look like they're all besties. I think these guys are sticking together. They don't seem too bothered about each other. Oh my, where is Rome going with this? No idea. Germany also have quite a strong military, but I mean, one city. Berlin's a really good city as well. They're just sort of tempting Poland and Rome to come declare war on them. Oh my goodness. Indonesia, where's that come from? You know what? I'm not going to count them out, but maybe this city, maybe Vijayanagara could fall to Indonesia, and that would be incredible. And Gandhi hasn't got any units out here to defend himself. He's got a trireme, but that's about it. That would be amazing if Indonesia... I'd have so much respect for Indonesia if they took out India's city. Obviously they'll be top of the nuke list, which isn't a great place to be, Gandhi's nuke list, but you know, it's where they're going to be. But they're going to be there in the end anyway. Boston probably going to fall pretty soon. Mongolia and India pieced out. Rome and Great Britain pieced out. Oh my goodness, what is with the AI giving away cities in peace deals? Rome, okay, well, I can't blame Rome. Rome have done amazing, but Britain, why would you give this away? And also, come on, game. You should know that the buildings don't become Mediterranean-y immediately. Come on. But Mongolia and Russia pieced out. But wow, Britain. Okay, Britain are out of any chance of winning. Rome are looking really, really strong, as they usually do. But if they keep sending this military, the further east they send this military, the more worried I get, because Spain are here. Spain aren't pushovers. You know, they are pretty strong. And Greece are pretty strong as well. Very strong. So Rome need to be careful. They can't get too arrogant, I guess. That's the position they're in at the moment. I'm just going to watch this. This is more interesting than America failing. I don't want to see America fail. I just want to see what is going on around this city. And this is going to be incredible. But we're not going to be able to see it just yet. So thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, maybe even subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.